Hello, YouTube. It's Silver Age Dave. It is Thursday. I am in the comic room, and today seems to be a pretty good day. I'm enjoying myself. Did a little gardening. I had some coffee this morning. Did some gardening. Moved a hydrangea around, and that was fun. A little bit of work, all work and no play makes silver a dull boy. That's what I think. So I did a little bit of work, but then we got to mix in a little bit of playtime, a little bit of time in the comic room. And that is where postal delivery comes into play. So I've got a couple of things that came in the mail, and I'm really excited to share those with everyone. And we'll see what happens with it. Sometimes you get mail and it's good mail, and sometimes you get mail and it's disappointing mail. So hopefully this box here is very exciting mail. We don't know yet, but I'm hoping that is really exciting mail. It's a big box full of untapped potential at this point. I have not opened it, and I couldn't be more excited to have that sitting here. And I'll tell you more about that. I want to say hi to Linkovich and Slim Comics. I think you're my two people watching right now. Hopefully some more people will come in and join us. But if not, then I'm really, really happy to see you guys in here. Really appreciate you joining me. That's just great. So this box is a That Spider-Man booth. I ordered a few of those quite a while ago, maybe a year ago. I thought, oh, I'm going to give it a try. And then the stuff I got was okay. There was actually some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. My son Gabriel is a big turtle fan, so I put that stuff in a stack for him, and it was okay. I got my money's worth, so to speak. A little bit of excitement, but for the most part, I thought, well, that's not necessarily for me. And every now and then, they have a big prize that catches my eye, and I think, well, if I could get that big prize for cheap, then that would be okay. And sure enough, they had a big prize that caught my attention, and so that's what this box is. That Spider-Man booth. They got me. The big prize got my attention. So we'll see what's in there. It's probably I get my money's worth. But again, untapped potential. It might be awesome what's in there. And then this is actually I bought from a friend of mine on eBay. He's a local Toledo, Ohio guy. He has a comic store called Daggets, Daggets, on eBay. And I happened to be in his store, and he had some items, and I said, hey, make an offer. And I said, Keith, why don't you just stop by, and we'll have a beer. And he ended up, he's real busy, and I'm busy, and it's, this weird time. So he actually mailed it to me. So I remember, I think, what's in there, but it's still an unboxing. And so we've got the double no creeper sign. You don't want to be creeped, right? Isn't that right? Yeah, Mr. Chris. You don't want to be creeped. There's Mr. Chris, everybody. He's back there somewhere. He doesn't want to get creeped. I can't even see him with the Spider-Man box. There's half of him. So I've had some other stuff going on, which is cool. I picked up a couple things. If anyone would like to see a really cool book that got delivered last week or so, I can show that. Looks we've got From Heroes to Icons in here. Good afternoon, brother. Nice to see you. Mastodon's in here. Nice to see you, Mastodon. The Bad Avenger, who always gets, I got to stand up for this one. Bad Avenger always gets a standing ovation from Silver. And Gray Man's in here. We'll give him the thumbs up. I wish I had a guitar. I'd do a Wayne's World thing whenever I say the Gray Man. The rock and roller from overseas, the heavy metal man. Nice to see you, Gray Man. Thanks for joining us. Look at the excitement. No creeper comments. Oh, you collect a creeper. Look at that. You know what? It would probably be likely that I would have a few of them in here. I don't know. I was reflecting on something the other day, and I actually made a video, and then I didn't put it out, and then I made another video on the topic, and I didn't put it out. But coming soon, one of these days, some of you have been with me for a while. You remember the Silver Age Dave question of the community. Well, I got one. I got a real head scratcher. I'm going to be asking everyone to help me out with, but that won't necessarily be today. But as luck would have it, um, so oh, I don't allow them. Yeah, well, I probably have Creeper comics in here. I probably do. So it's all fun and it's so exciting. So let me show you guys something. Oh, I gotta show you the COPA warning for today. Okay, what's that sign say? No bare feet. What's that sign say? Right from Caddyshack, guys. No kiddos. If you're a kiddo, come back later. Okay, that's what the COPA warning says, or whoever said it. I don't know who said it, but obviously, come back later. You're important, but you know the law is the law, and I don't have whatever the fine is. If it was $100, I probably don't have it right now, but come back later. So I have something I picked up, and I'm really excited about it. Before I do the unboxing, I think I'm going to show this book. So this one I was keeping an eye on for quite a while, and then I had offers in on two different books, but then I received an offer on a book and I got confused. I thought I got the offer in on one of the books, like they accepted my offer. So I didn't like waste any time. I just, boop, I'm buying it. Well, it turned out that it wasn't one of the books I made offer on. Both those people said, Silver Age Dave, you're crazy. We're not giving it away. But this particular person made me an offer and I accepted it. And then I always try to be a man of my word. So even though it was a book I was looking for, I ended up paying a little bit more than I wanted to because I didn't take the time to know what was going on. But now that I have it, I'm so overjoyed to have it in here. I'm going to show this book, okay? And there it is, okay? And a lot of you old-time people out there recognize this book. It's one of the things that I just love. I know Comic Head 84 is a big fan of this character. This is the first appearance of the Vigilante. And I'm sure the Bad Avenger was buying this off the rack like Silver was. And first Vigilante, that's it. You're right. So that's the first Vigilante. And I have quite a few of these. In fact, hang on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. I was just looking at something. Hold that thought. I was just looking at something. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I was going through a box and I happened to come across these, okay, which are, some of these are copies that I picked off the rack, and a couple of them probably came with collections over the years, but I'm a big Vigilante fan. Love the Vigilante. And so what happened was I saw this one. And you say, oh, what makes that one so special, Silver? Well, this is a 9.4 and it's a 9.6 because it is a double cover, which I just love. There it is right there. Okay, it's not terribly, terribly rare to find double covers. I have a few of them here in the comic room, but it was a cool one, I thought, to have a double cover of. So I'm happy to add that to the collection. And anyway, it was an exciting thing to find and to get. And like I said, I probably overpaid maybe 40 or 50 bucks. I overpaid for it. But in the long run, that's okay. And I think, you know, people who have been around a long time will agree. This is a long-term hobby. A lot of people right now are flipping and, you know, turning quick profits, and you can take the highs, and then sometimes you buy something and it turns into a dollar book. So there's the lows. But in the long term of the hobby, you know, overpaying 30 bucks or 40 bucks on that one, probably not a big deal, not a big negative. So that's okay. And now that I have it here in the comic room, I'm particularly happy to have it here. I don't know how many of these came out in a double cover, and I think a big key. I always liked the Vigilante, so I think it's a big key issue. And now it has found a long-term home in Silver Age Dave land. Okay, so there we go. See, I shared something. I wasn't even going to share that, but we're here. Hey, I see Exile State in here. Happy Thursday. Holy moly. I didn't even make that connection, Exile State. So I want to say hi to Exile State. Huge fan. Absolute huge fan of yours. Thank you for being in here. Comic Burrito. Hello, my friend. Comic Man Musings. Bill, nice to see you in here. I appreciate it. And I didn't even know it's Thursday. So we're going to do this for Exile State. We're going to show a Thor. And the suspense is killing everybody, I know. But we're going to show this one, which is the Golden Record reprint that I picked up on the crazy super cheap, like ridiculously cheap, with a secret hunting trick that Silver uses. And no one can know what it is, because then everyone would use it and I'd never get good deals. So that one, I think I paid $100 for. 8.5. It's a PGX, which is fine by me. It's a beautiful copy. And then because it's Thursday, we're also going to show that little bad boy, which is where I took a little bit of a chance. And I think on this book, I bought this for $4,000 less than the seller paid for it 1 year ago. And it was just a fluky situation. Because it's Thursday, I'm going to share that. And then I'm also going to share this. Let me stand those up. I'm going to share this for Thursday, which I picked up for $100 using the same secret Silver Age Dave hunting trick that I got this one with. I got this one for $100. And you notice the Stan Lee signature right on there. It is beat to heck. And I love it. I've got it in a frame, and I've got the little certificate is inside of it that verifies that it was signed by Stan Lee. So there you go. Exile State, thank you so much, man. See, I am too old. Silver Age Dave is too old to know about things like Thursday. And that's why I need you guys. I depend on you guys to connect the dots for me, so that I know what's going on. Because other than that, I would just wander off in the woods and people would be looking for me. And like, where'd Silver go? He just wandered off again. But you guys are keeping it together, and I appreciate that. So I see my my blue wrench in here. Bubs, nice to see you, my friend. And actually, each video I've been doing something because I'm still new, kind of at all this. I am granting permission slowly but surely. Yeah, wandered off on a 100-mile run. 2 weeks from Saturday. That's when my race is. And it's still a go. It's still thumbs up. And very, very excited. So 4 a.m. on August 22nd, I'm going to be lined up. They're sending a wave start. So I'll be with 2 other people. They're sending us out in groups of 3, like 4 or 5 minutes apart. And hopefully 24 hours, but I got a little problem with one of my knees. I have a strained tendon I've been working through, so maybe 27 hours would be good. If I can finish it, that's the main goal, but I'm going to try to do it fast as I can. So thanks, Gray Man. That's funny connecting that. Wandering off on a 100-miler. So Thursday, and it's also mystery box unboxing. So this one, as I mentioned, is from my good friend Keith Daggett. Daggett has a store on eBay. I highly recommend him. This guy, when you buy a comic from him, you get 9.8s. He orders tons of new comics, and they're all so perfect. It's really beautiful. So check him out on eBay. We'll open that second, because frankly, I'm impatient. Oh, and I think I showed this. I bought this from Thor. He had an auction, and I bought that, but I think I shared this already. And if I didn't share it already, then I'm sharing it now. It is a first appearance of Baron Mordo. So that's very nice. 3.0 got a great deal on the Keeping It Thorough auction. So thank you for that. Nice little addition there. So let's get to unboxing because that's what we're here for. Everyone wants to see a train wreck or a big success. And I'm hoping for big success or not a train wreck. Okay, I am an honest guy, and that's what I'm hoping for is big awesomeness in this box. But we'll see. I haven't pre-unboxed it, so you guys are getting the real deal. This is that Spider-Man booth, which I said in the beginning of the video, I generally don't order a lot of them. I tried it a year or so ago. Wasn't particularly ecstatic about the stuff. It worked out okay. But they happen to have one of the books that I hoard, which is Edge of Spider-Verse 2. And they happen to have that as one of the grand prizes. And I thought, well, heck, I would love to get one of those as a grand prize. So I will spend the money. So what I bought was 4 mystery boxes. Actually, maybe I bought 8 mystery boxes. I don't know. I might have done 2 of them, you know, to give myself a better chance. I don't even remember. But based on the pricing on those things, I think they go for a lot of money right now. So what do we have? Oh, you know what? Yeah, this is 2 boxes that are just taped together. I'm probably doing this the wrong way, like banging them around. Good job, Silver. Making 9/8 into 9/4. That's what I do best. So let's cut this. And we will get to unboxing, and we'll see what happens. Yep, that's what happened. It's 2 boxes together. I'm not good at this because I don't do it enough. If Hoodat was in here, he could tell me exactly what was going on. He is a regular. I think I see Contender in there every now and then. So let's see. Let's see, how do I get in here? Maybe it's underneath. That appears to be the trick. This is my unboxing knife, which is just a cheap X-Acto. That's all I need. And it is exciting when someone's got the big Bowie knife, the big Rambo going at it, but I don't really have room for a big Rambo knife, so I just use this X-Acto. And X-Acto does not sponsor the Silver Age Dave channel, okay? I'm not like, you know, some people have sponsors. I don't have a sponsor necessarily. I do want to shout out, though, my friend Ray, before I get opening this, I want to shout out my friend Ray, who, hold on, I gotta get something. Hold on, guys. He did this for me. This might be a couple of years ago that he did this for me and mailed it here, and it was just beautiful. Well, he sent me an email. I just got today. Ray, if you happen to watch, he said he's wanting to send me something else, and that is more generous. I can't even believe it. Every now and then someone will send Silver something, and I love it. Stephanie Gomez, okay. Everybody's broski. His daughter does artwork, very talented. So they sent this as a commission piece for me, and I just love it. Great job, Stephanie, on that. And Ray did this. And as long as we're showing things off, Matilda Gothica, who is awesome, she did this Swampy for me, recently sent that. So Ray, if you're watching, very generous. Thank you, my friend. Anything you want to send, I would be so ecstatic and overjoyed. So thank you. So let us look at these. Okay, and this is unboxing number 1. Okay, and it doesn't look like I have a grand prize because a slab can't fit in here. So let's open these, and truth be told, you guys are probably going to know more about this stuff than I will. I have not been in comic stores recently, so let's talk all about it. The first one in here, this says 1:10 ratio cover, and I have no idea what that is or what the value of something like that would be, but we've got that. What do we have? Witchblade, number 13. Okay. We have a #1 Penguin, Joker Asylum. We have a Black Widow. I think the comic book esthete, if I remember correctly, he is the big Black Widow fan. And then our last comic book is we have the ASM. This is a #1 variant cover. Okay, so very nice there. Okay, and I don't know if I have this or if I've seen it, but because Bubs is here, we're going to point out the beautiful job. Let's see, the beautiful job the artist did on this building right here. Look at the beautiful job, as Bubs would say. They did a great job on all these windows right here. Look at all these windows at the great artwork. Okay, that's my Bubs shout out for the day. All right, so we got box #1. I think these are like $30 a box. So this one I would normally say I'm not as happy with. Okay, but what do I know? Maybe there's something in here you guys know about that Silver doesn't know about. Okay, box #2. Okay, and these are interesting boxes, very colorful. These actually, you know what this reminds me of? Is that a Horizon Zero Dawn comic? Comic Burrito, are you talking about this one? Looked like it. It would have had to have been that one. It says a 1 in 10. It's on point. Well, very good. It's cool. I mean, it's cool looking. I'm just unfamiliar with it. So you've made me happy to have it. So it's a 1 in 10. I'm going to set those over here so I can look at that Horizon cover. Hey, the boy who had 7 is in here. Nice to see you, Matt. Thank you so much. We've got a Spider-Man booth unboxing. Oh, so anyway, so it's these boxes, and know what they remind me of? I'm going to grab something off the shelf here. A while ago, I did a video, and I was talking about these books, which are the world's smallest comic books, which are from the 1960s. Stan Lee paired up, and they put these out. And these were in gumball machines, like in bowling alleys and all kinds of places. And they came in 6 different colors, okay? But they had very rare variants of these, 1 in 1,000 variants, and I happen to be fortunate enough to have a few of them. But check this out. These are the Sergeant Fury variant covers, which are kind of hypnotic. Okay, so they have that blue and green. And then, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Yeah, here's a model Millie variant cover. But look at the Spider-Man Muth little variant box. Okay, looks kind of like those. So that's what it reminds me of. Anyway, sorry, got distracted. Let me get back to the unboxing. So this is going to be box 2. I think Discovery Bay used to do unboxings of these, and he'd keep track, and then I think he'd be selling them as he was unboxing. I don't know. So let's see what we've got in this one. We have, is this a, oh, why am I mentally at a disadvantage right now? Is it a copy of that other cover, the X-Men cover? Maybe it is. So we've got a $25 They Say on that one. And the only problem with Virgin variants is I don't always know what they are. They're cool, but then you don't necessarily know what's up with them. So, hey, we got Whodat in here. Whodat, it's a Spider-Man booth unboxing. I don't know if anyone got the Edge of Spider-Verse 2. Don't tell me if they did, but that's why I bought these. That is a book I hoard. I've got a bunch of them, and I love them. I got a daughter, Gwen, so it works out. Nice to see you, Whodat. And let's see. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. All right, so we've got this in here. They say $25, but who knows? We've got another, this is a variant edition, X-Men number 9. Okay. Very nice. They say 15. Here we've got Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that's going to go into my son Gabe's pile. He is a turtle fan, so that's going to work out nicely for him. He gets a free book. I paid $30 and he gets a free book. This one looks pretty cool. They say that is a $20 cover, another Virgin variant. Tyler Kirkham, is that who that is? That looks really cool. Gosh, I got to get back in LCS. I am out of touch, which happens very quickly. And then we have a Dark Knight's Metal, Death Metal, number 2, $15 they say in that one. So, so this box I'm actually happier with, I think, than that first box. I like that. Is that Deadpool in there? And that's pretty neat cover. And that Death Metal is a pretty cool cover. This one's kind of cool. Happy overall. Box number 2, I'll give it a thumbs up. Slim Comics likes it too, so we can't go wrong if Slim Comics is giving it the thumbs up. I've got the Admiral in here. Who's your nerd? Nice to see you. Thank you, sir. Doing a mystery unboxing, which doesn't happen very often, but it's happening today. So here we have the pink variant of the Spider-Man booth. Oh, you know what? It's not. They all have different sides on them. So there you go. So no variant. Let's see what this one is all about. This is box number 3, and I think I have 8 boxes, if my math is correct. So the first one we have, I was not buying these, so I'm actually really, really happy with this first one. We've got a Venom, it looks like, or is that Carnage? Marvel Comics 1000. They say $20. I say that is fine. So, hey, Felix, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us on this mystery unboxing day. We've got DC Rebirth, Suicide Squad, War Crimes. So that one's pretty cool. That one's all right. We've got a JLA here, number 25. Oh my goodness, this is funny. We've got New Mutants. I have a version of this, I think. I don't have this one, but it's a New Mutants 98 thing going on there, so that's okay, I guess. We like that. And then the last one, we've got Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, number 1, which I've seen. I think nowadays there's a lot of covers for everything, so I don't know what this is. If it's a special variant cover or what. They, you know, if they always put the newsstand barcode on the front, you'd know what everything was. But in this particular case, I didn't have any Harley and Poison Ivy that I know of. Maybe I do. But there we go. Let's see. One mystery box at $175 shipped. Oh, look at that. Whod's got an auction tonight. So anyone who's looking for things to do tonight, I highly recommend Whodat. Great auctions. So let's see. This is going to be box 4. And we will get rolling on it. All right. So we'll start out the first comic here. Batman Detective Comics 1000. This is one I don't have. I think I bought as many covers as I could on the Action 1000. Time it rolled around to Detective Comics, I think like a lot of other people, I wasn't playing the $10 game. So I only bought 1 or 2 of them. This one I do not have that I know of. So happy to see that. Hey, Thursday, here we go. We've got Thor number 1, variant edition. Okay, and I know there's some Thor comics that have blown up, like gone crazy. And I bought a few Thor comics, but I think I missed out on whatever's blowing up. So we'll see. So we've got Thor number 1 variant cover. Looks kind of cool. We've got Secret Wars 1 of 8. I don't see a Spider-Gwen on there. Normally anything with a Spider-Gwen I try to buy, but I don't see a Spider-Gwen. So we've got that. By Odin's Beard. That's funny. Oh, and we got another Suicide Squad. Harley Quinn. Okay, so they say that's 15 bucks. I don't know what these things, what a real price is on any of this stuff. Generally, if they say 15, it's probably you can find one for 7 is my guess. But Suicide Squad #1. Cool artwork. Everything is so gray nowadays. Gray is like the in cover. And then we've got Amazing Spider-Man 44. Great Green Goblin cover on that. They say 15. Who knows? Hey, Gorilla Todd. Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, hey, Gorilla Todd, I have seen you on YouTube on a couple of auctions recently. Looks like you're doing well. Nice to see you back. So happy to see you back. Gorilla Todd was with me in the early days of the channel, and always a great guy. So thanks for coming back. And I think that's pretty common with YouTube comic community. I think we ebb and flow. You know, as we have energy, then we're active and involved, and then when we're out of energy, then someone else takes over for a little while. So let me put these away. That's box number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to set these to the side. Maybe I'll turn them this way. Oh, you know what I did? I put all my Teen Titan annuals in there. Hold on, those don't go in there. Okay, those go over here. I just pulled them off the stack. So, Thor 5, first full appearance of Black Winter. Yeah, that's the one I've seen going crazy. That Tech 1000 was a midnight release variant. Oh, well, that's cool. Yeah, I probably put it in the box already. But, you know what? I'm happy to have them. I've got a space for all of these. And we'll get them put in. I've got a lot of organizing. As some people know, I added another room. So I have this room, but I have another whole room now that I have set up. And that's very exciting. And so I'm working through some organization. It's really exciting times for me right now. I think I saw his Hialeah in here. Nice to see you, Hialeah. Big fan of the Hialeah channel. Just a good guy, like many of you are. I'm a fan of a lot of people. I've had such a great experience in the YouTube community and meeting so many great guys. I reflect on things. You know, I run for hours and hours at a time, and I don't use music or iPods, so it gives you a lot of time to think. But I reflected recently on, back in the 70s, 80s, comic collecting, you were really just sequestered. It was really just you, and maybe you had a buddy that collected comics, but you wouldn't, it wasn't really a big deal. And it almost seems like now with the YouTube community, it's like you don't have to hide it. You get out there loud and proud and kind of talk about things, and that's always beautiful. So it's nice to see so many people in here spending a little bit of their afternoon with Silver. That is awesome. So we got box number 2, okay, coming at you. And I don't imagine I'm a grand prize winner because I don't see a slab in there, but that's okay. So far, I'm okay. I don't feel like I've been robbed, and that's half the battle with the mystery boxes. Is you don't want to get robbed. You want to come out okay on them. So okay, so this is set 2, box number 1. And we're starting out, looks like another Bub special here. He's a big Wolverine fan. So we've got a variant edition number 3. All right. There we go. This Green Lantern we have in here. And I don't know anything about this Green Lantern. I don't know what's going on with this Green Lantern. This is a different generation of Green Lantern than what I'm familiar with. And the Green Lantern that I'm familiar with, I might as well pull off the shelf, is going to be right here. That's my generation of Green Lantern. But I can't say I dislike this book. It's really nice, jumps out at you, but that jumps out at you too. So there we go. And it just says variant cover. Green Lanterns 47. All right. So who am I missing? I see Mike R201. Nice to see you, buddy. Thank you. Okay, and Gorilla Todd says, yes, I've been doing auctions and I have a couple shows. Thanks for the kind words. You're the best. Thank you, Gorilla Todd. Happy to compliment you. You're a good guy, and I enjoy that. How can it be random if the slab boxes look different to the standard ones? Well, I don't know if they do or not, but you couldn't fit a slab into this little box. So as soon as I open this up and I don't see a slab size thing in there, I assume I didn't win a slab. That's all. So, okay. So our next book, what is that? That's our second one. Our third book, Batman and the Birds of Prey variant cover. Okay, that's number 22 variant. Okay, then we've got You're the Villain, Joker, number 1. Kind of a cool cover. I do like that. They say $15. I say who knows. But there we go. And then the last one, we've got Amazing Spider-Man 3. Got a rhino in there. Do not feed the animals. Like that. And they say 15 and I say, who knows? I don't know. All right. So that's box number 1. How we doing, guys? Hopefully everyone is enjoying this and not missing a thing, says Pope C. Nice to see you, Pope C. And there we go. So I am caught up. All right. Box number 2 of the second set. Those boxes are stacking up. All right, so this one's a pretty cool cover. This is, looks like Venom number 25 variant cover. There's just a lot of action. I mean, the art really is incredible. It's not the art, obviously, that I would have grown up with, but it is really cool. So Tyler Kirkham on there, and I don't think any of these are signed, because I think they would have been marked that they were signed. But that's a neat cover. So we like that. We've got Magneto here. Giant size X-Men number 1. It's a Magneto cover. They say 15. Who knows? Transformers Heart of Darkness. Now, what's weird is they have a price sticker on it, but it doesn't say anything. So maybe you can fill in your own. I could write 1,000 on there, and then maybe someone will pay me 1,000 for it. Probably won't do that, though. IDW Transformers Heart of Darkness number 3. Look for Ryan Brown cover on Venom 27 variant. That Magneto is 6, says Matt. Yeah, that is... We'll give a close-up for you on that. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these. I'm going to stick them in a box, and someday maybe they'll have a spot in the collection in this room or somewhere else. Who knows? Okay, so we saw that one. Now we've got Fallen Angels number 1 variant. And the last one in that, the Batman Who Laughs number 6. Crazy cover. Just a lot going on. That looks like Chris Kattan from Saturday Night Live. Like they resurrected the Chris Kattan. I forget what that guy's name was. Mango? Wasn't that the character? Yeah, it looks like Mango over there. Mango Robin. All right. Too funny. Or Precious from Lord of the Rings. Could be. All right, so that's box number 2. I'm happy with box number 2. That one is satisfying. I like it. Slim, you seem to like it. I like it. That's what it's all about. So we got box number 3. Let's see where this takes us. Again, I'm relying on you guys because I have not been in the LCS in a while regularly. I've been in a couple LCS stores a couple of times, but not regularly. So let's see what box 3 brings us. I have no idea because it's a Virgin variant, but it says 20 bucks on it. So if someone knows what that is, that'll make one of us. I don't know what that is. It looks okay. The artwork's nice on it. So there we go. I'm going to leave this one here so we can identify it. Batmite. Look at that. I think Bubs was doing something. He was doing some Batmite hunting, maybe. I might be wrong about that. Batmite number 4. We have Big Suicide Squad presence today. So we've got Suicide Squad number 10. We've got Immortal Hulk number 21 variant. I think were there some things with Immortal Hulk that were hot recently. I thought I saw someone talking about Immortal Hulk, not this issue necessarily, but I thought there was something that was a big deal. X-Men Extermination. Thanks, Who Dad. I figured you might know about that. And then the last one we have Deceased number 1 of 3. Another Harley Quinn. So a lot of Harley Quinn today in these boxes. And looks cool. Crazed Harley Quinn there. Okay. So very nice. So that's number 3. Jambo Comics in here. Nice to see you, Jambo. It's going well, my man. No grand prizes today. That's not going so well. We're down to our last box. We'll put this one over here. We're down to our last box. So as you know, my experience with that Spider-Man booth, it's entertaining when they have their Monday shows. I think they have live at 5 very frequently. Entertaining, but I've yet to like hit it big. I've not won anything where I said, "Ooh, I got really, over the top." I think I got a value for what I spent. And again, that's okay. It's like if you're a person who buys scratch-off lottery tickets, you're not going to win. You are going to lose. But every now and then, you scratch off a $50 winner or a $100 winner, and you get that excitement. So that's what today is for me, is just a little extra excitement. And we are down to our last box. Oh, yeah, and there they have it right there. Join us for Live at 5 Insta Mondays. Okay, so they got their advertisement right there. All right, so down to our last box. Put this one over there. And we've got a Fantastic Four Virgin variant. And Virgin variant, so I don't know what number it is, but it's kind of cool. All right, so we're going to put that over here. We've got Hellions number 1 variant edition. We'll move that up. We've got a Witchblade. Is that the same one from earlier? I don't think it's the same one. But this is Witchblade number 14. Michael Turner. All right, so we've got that. We've got, who knows, another Virgin variant. The problem with Virgin variants is you don't really know necessarily what you're looking at. Artwork's great. Try to zoom in on that, but there's a lot of glare, which Bub says don't apologize for the glare, but that is a lot of glare on that one. There you go. And then the last one, we have Deceased number 1 of 6. Another Harley Quinn. All right, so that's the mystery boxes, guys. you know, no grand prize, but I'm happy with them. Some of my kids will be getting some of these books, and that'll get their collections off to a nice start. Or they collect books, but the books they collect have the covers read off of them. They read everything to death. So if I give them some of these, the future is not looking bright. But I gave them. They all have comic boxes. They have a couple of the spiral binders where they can keep books. But they're doing it, I guess, the way a lot of us used to. You just love them and you read them, and you take them to bed, and sometimes you roll over the top of them after you fall asleep. That's how it is. That's what comics are really designed. That's what would make, I think, this comic the happiest, is to be held by a kid and read to death. So we'll see what happens with these. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. It worked out okay. Um, Jonathan Carrasco, nice to see you, Jonathan. Lately, I've been looking for Lady Death, Miss Marvel art look-alike. Okay. I've got boxes. I've got like 4 or 5 short boxes of Chaos comics that I am wanting to unload. So I'm going to have a garage sale this summer, probably in the fall. The kids are going back to school soon. And I'm going to have a big garage sale. And I think I'm going to put a lot of those Chaos Comics books in there. That might not be what you're talking about, but it's like Lady Death and all the great Chaos titles are in there. So that's coming soon, and I have sold a few comics recently. I've got a couple of guys, just local collectors that I know, that have been coming into the comic room and finishing runs and doing stuff like that. And I'm getting used to it a little bit, but it's still selling comics. Still, for me, is a little bit of a foreign affair. When the comics leave, the first thing I do is I go on eBay and I think, well, maybe I should rebuy those, but I've held off for the most part on doing that. So, okay. So let us move forward here. And this is a book. I'm going to try to see here. Yeah, please sub each other up. That is the best thing. That's how we get to meet each other. Pope Cerebus rolled over and fell asleep on a Swamp Thing 21. Yeah, not happy. But you know what? That's what the comic books want. They want to be loved. They want to be read. They don't want to be put in Mylar for 30 years in a dark box in storage. Fortunately, I didn't listen to any of my books. I put them in dark storage, but that's where they're happiest. Is hang on, guys. Is when they look like this. That is my giant size Doc Savage #1, and this was bought for me by my grandma, Busha in Polish, his grandma. This is from 1975, and I love that book so much. I read the cover literally right off of it, and that's what makes for a happy comic book, And I've showed this before. This is my first, one of the first comics I remember. Actually, I can picture myself taking it off the rack. All-Star Comics Super Squad. I am a true blue. I love America. And when I was a little kid and this was on the rack at the White Hen Pantry in Chicago, I could not help but take that book off the rack. And I've got a whole story here on the back. Busha bought this one for me too, but I love this book so much. It's barely held together. It's got rips and tears. I colored it. This thing is probably worth about 2 cents to anyone else, but to me, priceless. So anyway, Pope Service, that Swamp Thing 21. It was probably happy you read it and loved it. That's what these books want, is they want attention, right? So we have Samuel. Nice to see you, Samuel. Thank you so much, man. I love connecting to the community and being part of things. I think Hialeah's out of here. Hialeah, thanks for stopping in, my man. Appreciate you. We've got so much goodness in here. Got to get back to work, says Matt. The boy who had 7. comic greatness. Thank you for being in here, Matt. I appreciate it. So let's see what else here. I missed out on that ice cream variant this week. Yeah, I saw something about that ice cream man too. Have you finished any of your collections? Is that for me, Jonathan? Let me know if that question is for me. Got Slim Comics in here. Boy, everyone's active and involved. Let's see here. Great show, Silver. Okay, so this is the last one. I think I'm caught up on the chat. This is the last one unboxed. This is my friend Keith Daggett. He does a lot of Midwest Comic-Con shows, and he's got an eBay store called Daggett's, Daggetts. And I happened to be looking through his store the other day, and he had these, and I reached out to him, and I ended up buying them through eBay, and he shipped them, which I offered him a beer if he wanted to come over. I said I'd come get him, but he's busy with things, and so he just ended up shipping them. So he had, I think it's 2 copies of the same book. I don't actually remember. I thought I remembered, and now I don't remember. That's the beauty of a short memory, is you can't stay mad at anybody. Everything kind of blends into the mystery. Every day for me is a new adventure, and I don't have any baggage, so that is a really nice thing. I got my tape block right here. If you don't have a tape block, I highly recommend it. You gotta put that tape somewhere. That saves comics. So the last thing we are gonna have here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even know why I bought this, to be honest with you. Amazing Spider-Man 13 Variant Edition. He had 2 of them, and I thought it was a cool cover. So I think he gave them to me for like $5 a piece or something like that. And I don't even remember why I bought these. So if you know why I bought these, you can tell me. But I thought it was a cool cover. That's what I thought. And I always try to frequent his store. The thing I like about Keith is he orders like a ton of comics, and everything is perfect. So he bags and boards every single thing. He doesn't have a physical store. It's all like online, or he goes to cons, and everything is a 9.8. I've never gotten something from him that's not perfect. If it's less than perfect, he won't even sell it. So there we go. Hey, we got Discovery Bay Comics in here. Nice to see you. And Leaky Wiener, first time in here. You have one crazy YouTube name, and it kind of very catchy. So nice to see you, Leaky. I'm just gonna call you Leaky if that's okay. So we've got that. At the beginning of the video, I showed this, which is a recent pickup. It's the first Vigilante. Okay, first app of Vigilante in comics. This is a DC 1983. I bought this off the rack. I bought probably 2 of them, which are in here. I've got a whole stack of them. This one happens to be a double cover, and so really happy to have that in there. And guys, I don't know what else. Unless you guys want to see something or someone has a question, I think that's it. I just wanted to unbox those and share the love. I spent the money. That means you don't have to, right? So, there is actually, I'm going to shout out again my buddy's store. So, weekly contests and giveaways. Keith Daggett is a very, very tall man. He is, if you're at a con and you see someone who's like 7 foot tall, very giant man, that's Keith Daggett. So now you've seen his store and his stuff. Super, super nice guy. Always treats me really well, and I appreciate that. So I think that's going to be it, guy. Oh, yeah, Raygun. Is Raygun in here? I see Run the Comics. Nice to see you, Run the Comics. Cosmic Raygun. Yes, and actually, Ray, I was shouting you out just a little bit ago. I saw that email just a little while ago. Haven't responded to it. Ray is a very talented artist. Did this, and everything you sent in the email, Ray, that is perfect. And so humbled people who have incredible talent and then want to send something here. I just think it's a beautiful thing. I don't do this channel. I'm not monetized. I'm not sponsored by anyone, and it is very humbling that people spend a little bit of time with me now and then, and I really appreciate it. But Ray, I love this thing. It is so gorgeous. Great talent, my friend. So thank you. Okay, so I greatly appreciated. Let's see if I've missed anything. Run the Comics is in here, and Discovery Bay. Such a huge member of the community. Nice to see you. And that ASM is a 1 in 10 animation variant. Okay, well, good to know. So now I know something. That one right there, go figure. And it says Disney on there, so maybe that's part of the animation thing they're doing. So yeah, I saw it in his store, and I thought, oh, that looks cool. And so let me, if you guys hold on a minute, Gorilla Todd was a big Vigilante fan. You know what? I was going to show something, but I don't even know if I can get to it. So I'll show it another day, Gorilla Todd. So tune in next time, and I'll show something for you if I remember. And gosh, I don't even know. Did everyone see this? I picked this up recently. Very happy to add it to the collection. This was another. It was a splurge I shouldn't have done, but I'd always wanted to add one of these, and I hadn't added one, so I thought, what the heck? I'm going to go ahead and add it. And yes, indeedy, there it is. And the reason I bought this is it has very pressable defects on it. Okay, so I think I got an okay price, probably overpaid a little, but very pressable defects. And I bought a commercial press, like, $3,500 press. I didn't buy it brand new. I bought it from a guy who was closing his business down. And so I bought this press, and I've got a few friends in the community that are helping me. I don't even have the electrical run for it yet. It runs off at 220, so I got to run the electrical still. But I thought, well, now I'm going to just buy things that have pressable defects that I can put in the press and make them, more new than what they were. And I'll show a couple of things. This is one of the books that I bought. This is the Challengers of the Unknown #3, which is this is a DC George Kirby comic, and this is the prototype of the Fantastic Four. So DC could have had the Fantastic Four before Marvel. This one has incredible. It has Mr. Fantastic. It has invisibility is in it, and it has obviously your Johnny Storm is in there. So it's a really cool book to have, but it really is in desperate need of a press. So I got a great price on it, and you can kind of see on there. Maybe you can't see where it just needs someone to straighten it out, show it the love. So that's what I've been focusing on, is things that I can buy, get a great price on. And let me put that back up here, and then turn them into something, bigger and better, like the $6 Million Man, right? Bigger and better. So let's see what else. I'm probably missing things. I'm just rambling, guys. I don't even know. Do you have an Instagram or Facebook? You know what I do? Instagram, I think, is Silver Age Dave, and frankly, I'm afraid of Instagram, so I'll go on there now and then, but I don't even know how to respond to stuff. I can't respond. I don't know how. And literally last week I put out a comic book thing, but it was my wife's Instagram account. And she only does it because she likes some recipes, and she follows, we're very Catholic, and she follows a couple Catholic things like bishops and, things like that. And so I happened to put a comic book thing out, like picture of comic books on her Instagram, because she must have been on my phone on Instagram at some point. So really I have that. In the Facebook I have a Facebook, but I really only use it for my running group. So I don't even think I want to give that out. I am a member of like a comic book lovers group, which I don't understand and I'm afraid of. And every now and then I'll put out a video, not a video, a picture of something. Like a while ago, I put out a picture of like all of these. I've got a whole bunch of them, and I think I had some Hulk 181s, and I had some ASM 129s, which I shared. That ASM 29 came out 1 month before the Marvel Value Stamp book came out, so it could have easily, if ASM 129 came out 1 month later, it would have had a stamp in it. Okay, so Hulk is the biggest book that was affected, and then I think ASM 129 would have been the second biggest book, right? And certainly we have the 180, and I think 182 was Hulk 182 was still in there, but ASM 129 I think is a bigger book than Hulk 180 or 182. So interesting, just dodged fate there by 1 month. That is really exciting. So I put that on Facebook on a comic book lovers, but that answers that, I guess. I don't know. What else, guys? You tell me what to do. I've got my race in 2 weeks. How much is that book worth? I'm not sure which book. If you're talking about this Spawn, that one's worth a lot. These things, sometimes they sell for a little, sometimes they sell for a lot. It's real tricky. But I've always wanted one. There's a few guys that collect, oddities, and I was always a little like, why don't I have one of those? And finally, I had a little bit of money. I sold some comics, and I thought I'm just going to get one. And so I'm sure I overpaid for it. But if Spawn ever blows up, then that's going to be one of the things that that I think goes big time. But maybe not. Who knows? Some things are just what they are. All right, guys. I don't know. I'm just going in a circle now, and that wasn't my goal. I wanted to do an unboxing. Did that, and we saw some cool stuff. So thank you so much for everyone who's been in here. And I really appreciate you guys who sub and who comment, who don't comment and don't sub. The community takes everyone, and I appreciate every single one of you. So hopefully I said hi to everyone. Hopefully I didn't leave anyone out. If I missed a question, my apologies. I'll try to make up for it later. Mastodon, you're the best, buddy. Thank you so much. I see that comment. That's very kind. Thank you. That's it. Let me find my little Silver Age Dave. What did I used to call this? Bad Avenger. Oh, yeah. I call this my logo guy. Okay, in Bad Avenger, when I started making videos, like video number 1, Bad Avenger is one of the guys that inspired me. Okay, and there were a few channels that I watched, and I said, hey, I'm going to make a video. And Bad Avenger, at the time, he had a hand-drawn, he's an incredible artist. If you haven't seen his art, incredible artist. Well, anyway, he had a logo guy for his Bad Avenger channel, and I thought, well, I can't be a YouTube channel if I don't have a logo guy, so I made this, and that's supposed to be the ASM 129, Punisher aim in there. But that's my logo guy, and that's how I sign in and sign out all my videos. So if you want to be a YouTube channel, make a logo guy. That's rule number 1, right? Just kidding. Yeah, Bad Avengers, your spirit animal. That's funny. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you again so much. Gray Man, I don't know what the heck time it is for you, but for me, it's 3:55 in the afternoon. Silver Age Dave is out.